VCS IT Solutions Private Limited. Today we are discussing about what is a key and what are the types of keys in SQL. What is a key? A key is a set of one or more columns. A key is a set of one or more columns in a database table. In a database table that is used to identify identify rows rows in that table uniquely 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 or to establish relationship between relationship between relationship between tables. A key is a set of one or more columns in a database table that is used to identify the which one rows identify the rows in that table uniquely or to establish a relationship between the tables. Are you clear? Okay, now observing very clearly, the keys are the keys are the fundamental concept fundamental fundamental concepts to achieve the database integrity database integrity database integrity and efficient querying and efficient querying efficient querying to retrieving the data more faster and database integrity. Now the different types of keys. Types of keys. First one is primary key, foreign key, foreign key, foreign key, unique key, unique key, candidate key, candidate key, candidate key, composite key, composite key, alternative key, alternate key, super key, super key, natural key, natural key, and surrogate key, surrogate key. These are the most popular keys in SQL. These are the most popular keys in SQL. Candidate key, composite key, alternate key, super key, natural key, and a surrogate key. Okay. These are the different types of keys. A key is a set of one or more columns in a database table that is used to identify rows in that table uniquely or to establish the relationship between the tables. The keys are the fundamental concept to achieve the database integrity and efficient querying. Now the types of keys are primary key, foreign key, unique key, candidate key. Next one, composite, alternate, super and natural, and finally surrogate key. Now observing very clearly primary key. Primary key. Uniquely identify each row in a table. It is used to un- uniquely uniquely identifies each row in a table in a table. Next one, it must be unique. This column must be a unique column. Okay, this is allow the unique values. This is must be unique. Identify each row and values and not allow the null values. Not allow the null values. Null values. Don't allow the null values. Just wait. Don't allow the null values. Okay, only primary key. Multiple keys for table. It is not possible. Not possible to. Not possible to declare multiple keys for a table. Multiple keys per table. Okay, not possible to declare multiple keys in a table. Next one, foreign key. Foreign key. What is that foreign key? The main purpose of foreign key to maintain the relationship between the tables. To establish the, it is used to, it is used to establish the relationship between the relationship between the relationship between the two tables between the two tables two tables. Okay, it is not unique. It is not unique. Not unique. And it don't allow it allow the null values. It allow the null values. It allow the null values. Next one, multiple keys. It allows multiple keys in a table. In a table. In a table. Next one, unique key. Unique key. Unique key. Ensure the values in a columns are unique. The values must be unique. It is used to allow the unique values to that particular column. That next one, okay, it allow the null values. 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 Next one, it is allows multiple keys in a table. It allows multiple keys in a table. In a table. Next one, candidate key. Candidate key. Candidate key. A set of columns. A set of columns. A set of columns that can uniquely identified. That can be uniquely identify that can be uniquely identify a row. Okay, any one of any one of any one of which could be the primary key, which could be the primary key primary key. Okay, it is a unique, it allow the unique values, it allow the unique values, don't allow the null values, don't allow the null values, don't allow the null values, and observing very clearly. Next key is a composite key. Next key is composite key. Next key is composite key. Composite key is a key made up of two or more columns. A key made up of two or more columns to uniquely identify a row. It allows the unique values. It allows the unique values. Unique values. It allows the unique values and don't allow the duplicates. Don't allow the null values. Don't allow the null values. It allow the next one alternate key. Alternate key. Alternate key. A candidate key that is not chosen as the primary key. A candidate key. A candidate key that is not chosen the primary key. Primary key. It allows the unique values. It allow the unique values. It allow the unique values. Next one, don't allow the null values. Don't allow the null values. Next one, super key. Super key. A set of column that can uniquely identify a row may have extra columns. May have an extra columns. A set of columns that can be uniquely identify a row. Okay. Simply observing very clearly. A set of columns that uniquely identify a row. Okay. Next one, it allows the unique values. It allows the unique values. Unique values and don't allow the null values. Don't allow the null values. Next one, natural key. Natural key. Natural key. A key derived from real world data. A key derived from real world data. It allows the unique values and it allows the null values. In some cases, it allows null values. Surrogate key. surrogate key, surrogate key, a system generated key with no real world meaning, a system generated key with no real world meaning. It is auto incremented by id, auto incremented, auto incremented. Okay, it is a unique values. It allows unique values, unique values, unique values. Don't allow the null values. Don't allow the null values. Okay, this is about keys. This is about keys. Okay, what are the keys? Like as a primary key, foreign key. Next one, unique key, composite key, candidate key, alternate key, and super key, natural key, and the next one, which one? Pri- Surrogate key, surrogate key. Now observing very clearly here, I am explaining about these keys. It one example. Now I am taken as a one table. I am taken as a one table here. Employee ID, employee ID, employee name, employee name, employee name, employee license, e-license, e-license. Next one, employee passport, e-passport, employee passport, and a department ID or D number, D number. Okay, now simply here, employee ID 101, employee name Shiva, and employee license, some license number LC101, and passport simply PS 101, and department number 10, and 102. Just observing Rama. Next LC102, LC102, and passport PS102, and department number 20. Next 103, Krishna, Krishna LC 103, passport 103, and department number 30. Just observing. Okay, this is a one table. This is just observing very clearly. This is a one table. Okay, now just wait. This is a one table. Okay, next here I am creating one more table. Second table, department related table. Department number and designation. Department number and the name. Okay, next observing very clearly 10 for suppose IT, 20 QA, QA 30, and DevOps team. Different domains. Here two tables I am created. This is another table. Now observing very clearly. Okay, just observing very clearly. Here in the employee ID, here employee ID is a primary key. Here in this particular table, employee ID is a primary key. Primary key. Primary key. Primary key. Next, observing very clearly, uniquely identified in the table, what are the fields are uniquely identified, like as a employee ID, employee license, and employee passport. Employee passport. Okay, department number of employees working under the same department. Same department. Okay, now here the uniquely identified, simply which one? Employee ID, employee ID, passport, and license. These are the which keys? Candidate keys. Candidate keys. Candidate keys. Okay, next one, I want to maintain the relationship between, I want to maintain the relationship between these two columns. I want to maintain the relationship between these two columns. This is nothing but a foreign key. Foreign key. Foreign key. Next one, observing very clearly here, employee license number, and passport numbers. Passport numbers. These are the which keys? Unique keys. These two are the unique keys. Unique keys. Unique keys. Next, observing very clearly, these two are also alternative keys. Unique keys and alternative keys. Alternative keys. Next, here observing very clearly, primary key, candidate key, alternative key. Here primary key. Okay, now what is that primary key? Here clearly observing employee ID. Employee ID is a primary key. Next one, candidate key. What is that candidate key? Employee ID, employee license, and the employee passport. Employee ID, license, and passport. Next one, alternative key. These two are the alternative keys. These two are the alternative keys. This entire keys we are calling as a, this entire keys we are calling as a, which keys? Super keys. Super keys. Okay. Now observing, this is a table 1 and this is a table 2. T1 and T2. That is the statement here. What is the meaning of super key? Set of column that can be uniquely identify a row. Uniquely identify a row. Okay, in the table, which keys are uniquely identified? Employee ID, license number, passport. Maybe employee names may be duplicated and department number also duplicated. For example, one number of employees working under same department number. Okay, now here the uniquely identify employee ID, license, and passport. These are calling as a super keys. That is the statement here. A set of columns that can be uniquely identify a row. A candidate key that is not chosen the primary key. That means already we'll discussing about in this scenario what are the candidate keys: employee id, license and passport. These three are the candidate keys, but alternative keys means these two are the alternative keys. These two are the alternative keys. Okay, that is a candidate key but not chosen the primary key. That is nothing but an alternative alternative key. Alternative key, that is the statement here, observing very clearly a candidate key that is not chosen the primary key. Next, what is the candidate key? A set of columns that can be uniquely identify a row, any one of which could be the primary key. Any one of could be the primary key. Now here in the table, what are the uniquely identify the columns? Employee ID, license and passport. These are the uniquely identified. But here employee ID is any one of the is a primary key. Now here employee ID is nothing but a primary key. Now that keys we are calling as a candidate keys. Candidate keys. This is about okay, keys concept. If anybody any doubt, please clarify your doubts. This is the keys in SQL. Keys in SQL. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates.